Listen, I don't know how Ryan just, the words just flow out of you. Good morning. I just got in the car, okay? Me and Megan, we're going to, where are we going?
We're going to We Are Channel Q, K-Rock, and we're gonna be on the radio.
Yes, so we're going to that.
Yeah.
Megan's been hosting all week.
Yeah, I'm co-hosting with Ryan, the Slay God.
I get in the car, and almost immediately, she starts telling me medical horror stories.
Well, to be fair, I told you I was going to be doing something with Pamplemousse on Sunday.
True, that was the first thing, yeah.
So you got in the car, and I was trying to harmonize along to Natalie.
Yeah, so we started positive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you talked about, we talked about radio, which was cute.
Yeah.
And then that led to us talking about classic TV.
Right.
And then I
Bewitched and Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah, and then I said that I watched a really quaint documentary on Netflix called The Bleeding Edge, which basically goes into how a lot of stuff that goes through the FDA is not properly tested, and how women have specifically suffered because of that, because of birth controls that have completely fucked them up, caused them to bleed to death, lose like just awful stuff, vaginal meshes, like just all of the ways that things that you think are safe are not safe. And I'm horrified by it. I couldn't even sit while I was watching it last night. I was pacing around my apartment, just like, you talk about a cervix and I get so uncomfortable. And I was just thinking, because I just had the next plan taken out, and because I bled for a year, and it was so crazy watching people talk about it, this stuff that I was like, that could have been me. I was told by a gynecologist, like, this is the best thing ever. We put this in 13-year-olds. It'll change your entire life. And it did. I bled for a year.
It changed your life.
It did.
She didn't lie.
I didn't get pregnant because I wasn't fucking anyone. So, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm just, can I have a break? You know, like, I just don't want to have children, but I also don't want to have, like, dozens of surgeries. This woman that started the Facebook group about this thing called Esher, she has to like wrap her head in this little sling in the morning and like pull on a rope to like pull her cervical spine up, because she has such horrible migraines from the thing that was put in her that like she has no relief. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
It's just horrifying. It's horrifying how many of these things were left in people.
Like, I already don't want to go to the doctor.
Oh my God.
Or dentist.
And then Keith was like horrified too. And I was like, girl, you don't even understand. Like, right now, this is hitting me so hard. He's like, I empathize. And I was like, no, you don't empathize. I promise you, unless you have felt what it feels like when a cervix just gets hit the wrong way, you do not. Okay?
Just a little.
You do not. I'm not discounting that there are parts of you that have felt pain, but my parts are inside.
Yeah, I don't got those parts.
You don't have those parts.
I don't got those parts.
Yeah,
so just a sweet story for us to.
Good morning. Birth control won't save us from the patriarchy, and we just have to stop sleeping with men.
I've been waiting for it.
You're like, I need to leave now.
All right, guys, this way. Thank you for joining us.
Look who it is.
Oh, it's the babe.
Oh, hi.
Listen, I don't know how Ryan just, the words just flow out of you.
I had a stroke at one moment. Like, I was like, what am I saying right now? It made no sense.
Okay, but that, like, you picked right back up. If I, like, mess up words or something, I'm, like, just silent, like, for a full minute. How do you just come back?
Well, that's why someone's getting paid and someone is not. That's the difference.
No, that's rude. Don't listen to that. You are worth more than that.
He's not getting paid enough. For
sure.
I don't get paid enough.
I'll drag everyone here.
We're all poor.
Let's go there with Shira and Ryan.
All right, now that is our new theme song. I wish I could claim that. That was incredible. Welcome back to Let's Go There with Shira and Ryan, and of course, filling in for Shira Lazar is Meghan Tonjes.
Hello.
She's been the beautiful voice that you've been hearing all of 3 hours.
I know.
It's been amazing. Now, before we were talking, we were kind of in our question of the day, which if you guys still want to vibe into that conversation, let's do it. Hit us up at, call us 833-77-CALL-Q, 833-772-2557 at We Are Channel Q on social media. But right now, I want to continue this conversation, but add a voice. It's your best friend. I can't believe he's been here for the entire show and just sitting here being amazing. Oh my God.
We love him.
Nicola Foti and Meghan Tonjes. This is the duo you never thought you needed, but you do.
I love that he keeps referring to you as my best friend, and it's a lot of pressure that I now need to have you as my best friend.
I think you are. Well, maybe I've automatically just gave that to you guys.
No, I mean, I'm into it. If we want to put titles on it, I'm here for it.
I mean, we essentially are the same person who, like, split.
Yeah.
And, like,
But I'm all
she
the
gets to
good
be
stuff.
the devil soldier.
Yeah.
shoulder.
I do.
Yeah.
I get to be the bad one.
Yeah.
Now, that theme song that we played coming into the break was a theme song because you guys have a podcast called What the Sweet Beep because we can't say it.
Yeah, so we have a series called What the Sweet F.
Uh-huh.
And it was a podcast for a little bit. It's more video if you guys want to check it out. But basically, every week we post 2 videos on our respective channels talking about pop culture, what we're here for, we call things out, and then we usually use GIFs or memes to describe how we're feeling about the situation we just talked about.
As you do.
And we have challenges, so like there are weeks where I have to be nice to Nikki, or Nikki can't laugh, or we have to use a Midwest accent the whole time. So it's kind of an extension of our friendship. We've known each other since 2009.
Wow, that's a long time. Y'all are best friends.
Should we tell them the story?
You want to tell them the story, babe?
So this is how we met.
Okay.
We were at
I
a
feel like I have
convention.
no control over the show at this point.
Yeah.
This is what the sweet fuck. Go.
Listen, just saying, I tripped over a tree root and she caught me.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
in
the
New
whole
York
story.
City.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I caught him and I just knew instantly we were going to be friends. I
That
remember
sounds
what
like a
he was
Disney
wearing.
princess movie, and
It
you,
was.
Nikki, was the princess.
You were. I caught you. It's like Tangled. And so we just kind of became friends through the internet early on. I would go to New Jersey and visit him and hang out for like weeks at a time. And eventually I moved to Los Angeles. He came like a few years later and lives down the street now. And he's one of those people that we just had such a good friendship, and it feels like improv all of the time, that it was really easy for us to sit down and just make something together. We don't script anything. It takes like 20 minutes, 15 minutes to film a video, and we're having the most fun.
So where can I find it?
You can find us both on YouTube. You can find me at Tonjes, just Tonjes, and every Wednesday we put up new episodes, and then
you can find me at Soundly Awake.
wow.
Okay, so I really wanted to get your point of view on our question of the day because Meghan and I were just clearly going through our woes of just hating life.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm just broker than I want to be.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts? Would you sacrifice the luxuries of your personal life for a successful career and when you wouldn't probably have to worry about anything?
I feel like we kind of do, like you were saying, we
Yeah.
kind of do that, and there's just like a certain amount of energy that you need to put in different boxes. Like you need to spend some of your time working towards what you want to work towards, and then some of your time, you know, being a person and living your life.
Yeah.
That's-
and the reason I think that we create together is so that we are forced to hang out as friends. So it's like we're monetizing our friendship, which what better way to involve all of the boxes together and make one big box?
A dream.
That's actually incredible. I mean, I think it could be just, I don't know, I think it can just be hard to switch it off. It's one of those things where when you genuinely love what you're doing, and you don't even have to be in an industry where we're in, I think you can be in any type of industry and you actually enjoy it. I don't think, you know, people can try to tear you down, especially if they come from a traditional mind frame, like generational thing. Like I said, my mom, she felt like I should have been like a doctor or something.
Yeah.
But when I got into entertainment, it was like, what is that? And I think there's a lot of times where when you're doing something that you want to do, it's like you have to just, I don't know, you have to push through all of the mess because you're like, I have tunnel vision.
I mean, listen, it's even harder now for our generation because our parents, like, they went to work and then they came home and ate dinner, and then maybe there's, like, a channel of TV that they could, like, most people are watching certain shows at night.
Yeah.
We have the internet. We can see every party that's happening, every outing that's happening, every invitation that's going out. And so you have the FOMO. You have fear of missing out. You have you know, if you're going to miss out on something. And I think that it's just, we are going to be the generation that figures out how to balance those things. But it's just a completely different experience. I mean, all of us have like 8 different jobs.
Yeah.
You know, we're all trying to like make something happen.
So what's the hardest thing just about, I guess, kind of continuing on? Like, or not, I mean, what's the, like, what, because there has to be, especially when you're doing what you love and you're not getting maybe the attention or the financial respect that you deserve for it in return, that has to be annoying.
Oh, yeah. Well, welcome to YouTube.
Well, you know, a lot of people listening probably don't know that perspective. They're like, YouTube? That's what the kids are doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've been on it since the beginning. So I joined 2006. You joined 2008?
Started posting in 2008.
Okay, so 2008. So we've kind of seen every generation of YouTuber come up. And I think, like, what I'm realizing as I get older is that there are things that younger generation YouTubers want to do that it does well. But I'm not in a place anymore emotionally where I'm willing to, like, make a fool of myself. Like, there's just a different level of, like, I want to make something that's slightly different from maybe 19, 20-year-old me. Yeah. Because there's just a different perspective that I have and an unwillingness maybe to do things that just don't feel good for me.
Yeah, I guess, like, I don't know, perspectives definitely do change. And, like, when we were coming up, like, back then, it was a completely different landscape. No one was making money. Yeah. Like, we were just doing it just because it was fun.
Liked it. Yeah.
So we kind of, like, lucked into the, like, making a career out of it part.
But it can be hard because sometimes it's like, it feels like a hobby that never ended. And so I still struggle with
separation.
That. Is it a job? Is it fun? In how you transition into the next part of things? And what does that even look like? We're kind of paving that road for everyone. What is a YouTuber that's been doing it for 10, 11, 12, 13 years? Do you stay on YouTube? How do you branch out? And how do you grow and evolve? Because so many people are scared of evolving.
And especially now, like, everyone is a content creator.
Yes.
You know, like, everyone has an Instagram and Twitter and everything. So
anyone can put influencer in their bio.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know, when we come back from this break, I want to know, do you resent people that maybe did go the other way and they had personal lives and they are just kind of living this beautiful whatever it is and they don't really care, there's no stresses for them? Is there any resent coming from that? Because if you choose a successful career, then you're dealing with that stress. But if you choose the other side of it, and I honestly would hate someone that's just like sitting there just living. Like, I'm like, oh, so you're not going through anything?
How dare you?
Well, I don't know. Let's get into it when we come back. You're listening to Let's Go There with Sharon Ryan on the new Channel Q on your radio and radio.com.
On the next Dumb Gay Politics and everything else.
It's Clip Monday.
And we are going to be
I love you guys. Y'all are so good together.
That's why we do.
That's why I keep saying y'all are best friends.
Indigenous People Day.
It's true. Well, as you said it, I thought for how many years I've tried to make my roommate admit that I'm his best friend.
We killed it. I did like nothing and I am exhausted. So
I feel like when I'm talking on a live thing, I don't know what I'm saying.
I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you anything I said that entire time.
I can never tell you anything I said. I gotta stop smoking drugs.
Speaking of which, we're going to your place, right?
Oh yeah. I'm always here first. Someone told me I was the most quotable person on YouTube and I was like, you're right. I'm glad you recognized it. I'm really funny.
This is what's happening right now. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like you can never really tell how trafficky a thing is in a picture or in film.
Yeah, but I can feel it.
I can feel it
and
as well.
It's a lot.
We're going how many? 5 miles an hour?
We're going about approximately 5 to 8 miles per hour.
So here's what the map looks like.
Just red.
Currently.
Don't know what's happening. No indication. No one on Waze has told me anything. Maybe it's Trump, maybe it's aliens, maybe
it's a lot of things.
Maybe this is hell. Maybe we already died and this is where it is. Stuck with Nikita Carr.
We'll start writing the screenplay tonight. Stay tuned.
With no gas in my car. Sent me over like this fucking moisturizer the other day. Like,
who did?
This is some vitamin C shit, Vichy.
Oh.
And it's nice. I like it.
We made it.
We survived. I'm pajamas.
You're walking into tables.
Oh, God, I always walk into that table. I always fuck myself up.
Whenever I go to like recross my legs on that couch, I always fuck that table up. And then there's just a loud sound. And Megan says, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm a fat girl with McDonald's and a plastic straw. I'd be mad about it.
I'm back home. Buddy, can you come here, please? Excuse me. Bud, you know I'm home, right? You can like pretend to be a little excited. Warden, come here. Excuse. Come here. Get up. Warden. Buddy, you want to eat? You want to eat? Oh my gosh. The child pays attention to me when he's ready to eat, but not when I want to hug. Okay, go eat.